Undeniably, Squid Game has become the talk of the town after its release on Netflix. It's the story of a group of desperate people who sign up to play mystery children's games in the hopes of winning a significant sum of money. Series creator/director Hwang Dong-hyuk has had a long and difficult journey to get there. In today's video, we will talk about how the series was thought of, what it was inspired by, and some interesting facts about it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Beginning and conceptualization. In 2008, director Hwang Dong-hyuk created the concept and began writing the script. He said that the year 2008 was right for his debut, and he recalled that he used to go to comic book stores a lot back then. That being his motivation, he decided to write a script for a comic book story set in Korea, which he finished in 2009. Hwang Dong-hyuk, a film director, had intended for Squid Game to be a film. Plot. Would you sign up for kiddie games with a winning reward of 45.6 billion South Korean won if you were cash-strapped? However, if you lose, you'll be kicked out of the game and from the face of the earth. The series contains a lot of striking imagery. A total of 456 players, dressed in green tracksuits, were housed in a playground on a deserted island. Guards wearing hot pink hooded overalls with masks depicting Squid Game's forms. The shots are called by a mystery masked front man in a dark suit. Players who fail to complete a challenge or lose a game will be instantly killed. Following that, the pink-clad man will pull them away and place them in enormous boxes tied with pink ribbons. Squid Game writer and director Hwang Dong-hyuk says the series was inspired by a game he and his friends used to play in the schoolyard or on the streets of their neighborhood. It was one of the most physically demanding games he'd ever played, and he felt this game may be the most symbolic children's game that could depict the kind of society we live in today. About 13 years ago, Dong-hyuk began composing the first draft of Squid Game. He confessed that he is a big fan of Japanese comics and entertainment, and that, while he was having financial difficulties, he would spend a lot of time reading comics like Battle Royale and Liar Game in cafes. He began to wonder how he would feel if he participated in the games himself, but he thought the activities in those comics were too complicated, so he used famous Korean children's games instead when writing his script. It's a tragic story, Dong-hyuk recalls. Yet this lethal game connects quite a little to things we see today, such as investing in coins and such. Times have changed, and the series reminds people of current events in this difficult culture. The players. Although the idea is strange, the actor's nuanced performance made the show feel real and accessible to viewers. Lee Jung-jae portrays the protagonist, Song Gi-hun, or player number 456. Divorce, business failure, bankruptcy, and gambling troubles are just a few of Gi-hun's terrible experiences. He's going to lose custody of his daughter and his mother is gravely ill, both of which drove him to join the deadly game. Jung-jae characterizes Gi-hun's character as extremely upbeat and enthusiastic, but he has a lot of problems. Park Hae-soo portrays Cho Sang-woo, or player number 218. The protagonist grew up in the same neighborhood as Gi-hun, and the games reunite them as they battle for survival. Gi-hun and Sang-woo have the same childhood roots and memories. While noted for his intelligence, he graduated from Seoul National University. Sang-woo's burden is that he was involved in a large-scale financial scam. Runner-up in Korea's Next Top Model 4, Kang Se-byuk, player number 067, takes on Jung Ho-yoon. Se-byuk is no stranger to hardships as a North Korean defector. She makes a living by picking pockets. She's attempting to raise funds in order to reunite her family. She needs money to achieve this, so she participates in the games. Wee Ha-jun plays Hwang Jun-ho, an undercover police detective looking for his missing brother. Jun-ho discovers the games while looking for information about the latter's disappearance. While attempting to conceal his identity, he finds a number of mysteries. Making the series more interesting are player number 001, Oh Il-nam or Oh Yong-soo, a helpless elderly man who had a tumor in the brain. Player number 199, Abdul Ali, played by Tripati Anupam, was a Pakistani who illegally went to Korea to work for his family, but was uncompensated by his employer. Player number 101, Jang Dok-soo, or Ho Sung-tae, a massive gambler and gangster who stole from his boss. And player number 212, Han Min-yo, Kim Joo-ryong, who did everything to win the game, which included begging. Set and costumes. The vast scale of the drama thriller sets, which had to be built from the ground up, is one of the film's main draws. Dong-hyuk stated that he intended the set to feel as real as possible, which is why there are no computer images. He said he wanted something big and badass, but yet familiar and nostalgic from my upbringing. The colors and objects in there were chosen to make it a kid-friendly environment. For lead actress Jung Jae and Hye Soo, the first game set, the red light green light with a gigantic frightening doll, made the largest impression. The set was not expected to be what it was. Jung Jae describes the scale as overwhelming. The alley set, according to Hye Soo, conjures a lot of feelings and recollections from his childhood. For her part, Ho Yoon was taken aback by the size of the dormitory set, which resembled a coliseum. It was large in scale and it had an eerie quality to it. The Korean drama Squid Game is a certified blockbuster, according to Netflix co-CEO Reed Hastings, and there's a very high chance it'll be our greatest show ever. The series is not just suspenseful, with life or death stakes and massive storyline twists in every episode, but it also has all the makings of terrific Halloween costume fodder. It only came out in mid-September, yet it's still in everyone's mind. It has a high body count after each of the show's horrific games, hence, it has horror aspects. Guards, players, and VIPs all have easily recognizable looks because of the eye-catching iconography. Despite this, because the characters typically wear standard clothes and masks, putting together a costume at the last minute is rather simple. Consider one of these Squid Game Halloween costumes if you haven't decided what you'll be this year. The Squid Game guard uniform is simple: red hooded jumpsuits, black belts or harnesses, and plastic fencer-like masks with one of three white shapes decaled over the eyes: triangle, round, or square. However, there will be a fierce rivalry for the things. With Squid Game on course to become Netflix's largest non-English language hit ever, beating even that other red jumpsuit show, Money Heist, it's safe to predict that this year's Halloween will be even more dystopian than past epidemic years. The guard costume will be quite popular, but it must be approved by the CDC. What do you think? Did we miss anything? Let us know the journey of the Squid Game in the comments below. Couldn't stop thinking about the Squid Game? Follow us for more videos. Please like this video and share it with amazing fans just like you. See you on the next one.